yeah, I don't know what happened. I lost consciousness for a second, but anyway, the conduit, it looks neat, but I don't think it's what we're looking for. So let's try. Do I have any pets? I would love, honestly, I would love to have a dog. We always had a dog growing up, and I have not been able to have one because they are, frankly, too expensive. They're frankly too expensive, but I love dogs. I love dogs very much. I also don't hate cats. I don't want it to make, how do you log into Prime? Does anybody know? Does anybody know in the chat? Because I actually don't know. I do not know. Upside down hopper. Oh, okay, we could try that. These hoppers, good for a lot of things. Very good for a lot of things. Get a hedgehog. Get a hedgehog. Get a hedgehog. How do you make them upside down? Like this. I don't know. You don't. Also, this is a trick. Well, that doesn't really look like a claw per se, but it is better than just like a spare chain that doesn't do anything, right? So there's that. That's something. That is something. That is something. At least. At least there's that. At least there's that. At least there's that. At least there's that. You have to have Amazon Prime, the stream browser, the stream browser, the stream browser. For like movies, Aaron says, interesting. So I think that when you are going to check out, I believe that it just has an option that's like, would you like to pay for this with Prime? And then if you say yes, then it will use that and not money. I believe that is how that works. That's what I think anyway. I don't have Prime myself. I don't. Again, I can't afford it. Alright, so I don't think we're gonna find anything perfect, but so sometimes just we'll use our imagination, right? We'll just use our imagination. It looks enough. I think it looks enough. Like a crane machine. I think it looks enough. Enough. I believe that is in the account settings somewhere. I believe it's in the account settings. If you were to look for that. There. Now we got it nice and bright. 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 Oh, that's true. YouTube. We have videos going up every day on YouTube, and I always work on those. I upload those. I sometimes streams. I mean, it's possible. It is possible. If there's anything that goes up that you have not seen before, you're welcome to watch it. You're welcome to watch it. Thank you for following Cody Yukon. Cody Yukon. Welcome to the Hellzone. Welcome to the Hellzone. Welcome to the Hellzone. Welcome to the Hellzone. Cody Yukon. Cody Yukon. Cody Yukon. Alright, so that's looking like a big boardwalk over there. That's looking some. I should do a Pokemon stream. Pokemon as in what? Like the game? Pokemon the game? Because there's a lot of different types of Pokemon. Like obviously we've done Pokemon card streams. The last stream that we did was looking at a bunch of rare Pokemon cards that I have. All of my rare Pokemon cards that I have. My rare Pokemon cards. My first edition Pokemon cards. We're looking at those. Oh, the game. Alright, alright. So like Sword and Shield, you mean? If you mean Sword and Shield, unfortunately that requires a capture card because it's on the Switch, on the Switch, on the Switch, on the Switch, Switch, Switch. Lived a life, lived a life. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad that I'm your favorite ASMR artist. That is so kind of you to say. That is so kind of you to say. For me, when I get sleepy, when I get feeling sleepy, when I feel sleepy and tired, my eyes just get extremely watery. That's what'll happen for me, is that they will just get like, they'll start leaking, like, not like quite like I'm crying, but it'll be like, and then I won't be able to like keep them open anymore, and then eventually I'll just shut it off, shut the eyes off, turn it off, and go into nighttime land. Great wizards, great wizards. This is a chaotic kind of ASMR here. You never know what's gonna happen next, especially because people request triggers all the time, so sometimes I don't even know what's next. I don't even know what's next. Truly chaotic, truly chaotic. Now I have a lot of consoles. I have the PC, obviously, which is what you're looking at right now, and I have the PlayStation 4, and I have the Switch. But as far as the things that I can stream to you, the viewer, it's only PC because I don't have any kind of capture card, because to do that requires like an Elgato or something similar, right? They're capture card utilities, which can be a little bit expensive. Hey, live your life. Pay attention. 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 Look at me. Pay attention. Pay attention. Hey, hey, hey. Come on. Get tingles. Get tingles right now. Get tingles right now. Get tingles. Get tingles right now. Get tingles right now. Get tingles. Get tingles. Get tingles right now. Thank you. So Kyle Neal, if you mean old, like emulation of old Pokemon games, 100% I can do that. 100% I can do that. Basically, the only thing I can't play is which Nintendo games, right? But I've actually done that before, even where I played emulated games for the birthday stream that I did when we played Kirby Superstar. That was using an emulator. Because I believe that's the only way that you could play Kirby Superstar on a PC, to use an emulation. Pokemon Ruby. Pokemon Ruby. I loved Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Ruby and Sapphire. Those are some great high quality games. Great high quality games. Inaudible whispers, inaudible whispers. My parents actually said that they found it like a little bit some sort of ticket that was interesting because look at the little ticket that they found. It's like something that you can scan with the e-boot and scan with the e-boot. And then get that to unlock a certain little special thing in Pokemon Group. Does happen. And basically it is like whichever Pokemon version that you can get either like one of those two birds. Latias, right? Look at the tip of bird that you can one of those two, you can get one of those two, but in addition to that, I believe that when you caught that, it would be called some sort of special item that you can't get anywhere else, right? So that was interesting because that is actually simply for a fair amount on the internet. So it's like kind of crazy because like they found that it actually looks kind of like a little card that they're looking at, but they're like, oh, actually, people like bought this. People can buy this, and so like that is like $200. And that was pretty interesting because it's like I never thought that the e-reader would really have any value because we got it and it was kind of like this, silly little novelty. It was just a little silly little novelty. Silly little novelty. So that was pretty cool. Aaron wants me to do a face reveal. Yeah, right. Like I would do that. It's gotta be maybe when we hit 50 subs I'll do a face reveal, alright? But not until then. And Smelly Spooky asks if I ever thought about doing survival mode. And with that, Smelly Spooky, I might point your attention to the upper corner, where if we get 2 subscriptions today, what we're going to do is the next time we stream Minecraft, it will be survival mode. I'll stream it in survival mode, so we can have a nice fun time doing that, since it was requested. So your dreams can come true. For 2 easy payments of $4.99. Free with Prime. Great Wizard of Oz said that they like that inaudible whispering. That it sounds like they're saying something, but you can't make it out, so it improves the experience. It's funny, when I was inaudibly whispering just now, I was talking about a very rare Pokemon e-reader card that my parents found. So I was actually saying something. And a trigger word, pineapple. because it was about Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Ruby and Sapphire, Ruby and Sapphire. And pineapple, 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 pineapple. So when my parents were looking around and they found all of the rare Pokemon cards, all the rare Pokemon cards. Shit. I dropped all the rare Pokemon cards on the ground. When they found those cards and they sent them over, they also found a number of e-reader devices, e-reader cards for the e-reader. And for those of you who don't know what the e-reader was, is that it was a basically a device that so you had a card, right? You had a card and it had a barcode on it, and you'd stick this card reader into your Game Boy Advance, right? And you would swipe the card, and it would download something into the Game Boy Advance, and it would like activate some sort of DLC, or it would like have a game on it itself. It was an interesting idea, which is why I wanted it as a kid and had it, because, you know, it's just like, that's how it is with Nintendo. They're like, hey, we just made this, do you want it? And I had that, and checked it out, and it was not very good. So it was just this kind of forgotten thing, but as Nintendo does, and as Pokemon does, they often have various things that you can only get in Pokemon through strange and arcane methods. And this was one of them, where in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, so for each game, in order to catch Latios or Latias, it would depend on which version of the game you had, as in, you know, all the games, right? But this ticket that we had allowed you to go on a ship, and go and catch the other one, right? Whatever version was not in your game, and that in and of itself, not super rare, right? That in and of itself, not a big deal. But here's the thing. When you caught it, it contained a super rare item, right? It contains a super rare item that you can only get through this card. And I don't remember what it was, but because of that, I believe it has a good amount of trader value, because people who care about their, like, Game Boy Advance game are like, I want that, give it to me. And so this e-reader card, this random e-reader card from the e-reader, like, goes for like a lot of money. Let me see, I think it's called the Eon ticket. The Eon ticket, it's called the Eon ticket, the Eon ticket. Soul Dew, it's holding Soul Dew. I think that's why it's right. Okay, so it boosts in generations 3 to 6. It boosts the special attack and special defense of Latios and Latias. Then in generation 7, it boosts the power of Psychic and Dragon type moves instead. Prior to generation 7, it was banned from official tournaments, random matchup, the Battle Subway, the Battle Institute, almost all PWT tournaments, and the Battle Maison. Generation 3 and 4, if used in the Battle Tower, Battle Frontier, the Soul Dew's effect is nullified. With the change in effect in generation 7, it is now allowed to be used in official tournaments, battle spots, and battle facilities. Anyway, that was what was there, and the only way to get that, if you wanted to use Latios and Latias, that was obviously like a top tier item, I guess, right? Or maybe just because you could only use it there, you know, whatever the case may be. People hold that in some regard, so that is one that actually goes for a lot, even though it's an e-reader card and no one cares about it. Ricky Puff, Ricky Piff, thank you for following. Welcome to the Hell Zone. I'm thinking this could be Dance Revolution. DDR. What is an arcade without a good DDR machine? What is an arcade without a DDR machine? doesn't match either. What are you talking about? I guess it's close. It is close enough. I guess it's close enough. How did I come up with the name Hellzone Club? Well, if you look around you or the world, you may notice that we all live in hell. Hell on earth, and that sucks. And so, you know, that's just basically where the idea came from, because it's like the world is hell, everything is hell. This is the zone of hell. Do we live here together? And we can try to make it a nice place together. And that's the best you can do sometimes. That's the best you can do sometimes. I have to be careful not to move. Because I have Pokemon cards around my body right now. Because I dropped them on the floor. Your melody. Thank you for following. Welcome to the Hellzone. Welcome to the Hellzone. Okay, so there are, in a DDR machine, there's little bars in the front, and then there's like a console in the back. A console in the back. Console in the back. Console in the back. So let's see what do we have. Let's see what do we have. Are there still Pokemon cards that get made? Yes, yeah, there definitely are. A set came out not too long ago, and they released them kind of once every 3 months or so. But they're continuing to make new cards. They don't make the old cards anymore, which is why all that stuff is valuable, right? Because people are like, oh, I want it, and there's only a finite amount in the world now. So as it gets older, that stuff, you know, becomes scarcer and scarcer because there is not any more being made. You lived a life. That is a great message. Thank you. Thank you. That's a message I think that we would all like to think about during these difficult times. Message. 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 A highlighted message. Wonderful. Beautiful. Yes, Great Wizard is correct, exactly correct. The Latios is holding a soul dew when you catch it using the Eon ticket, which is why it was valuable, because that is, according to Wikipedia, the only way to get a soul dew at all. So I believe that is why it holds value to people. It's definitely not the most rare thing in the world, but when you're looking at stuff that you're just like, oh, I just found this, is that, you know, you take what you can get, right? start. Pretty good start here. Please get out of the way, sir. Thank you. I forget that they don't have 2x3, right? They only have like yeah, they have 2x2. They have 2x2, but they don't have maybe they have like 2x4. Is that possible? Oh yeah, okay, that's it. That's it right there. But that does not mesh well with the DDR. If I could make it one more tall. Okay, I guess we could try that too. And that adds to the 90s feel, right? 16 by 9 is not very 90s. Back in those days, it was all CRTs, so... Okay, wait, what? I know there's a big one, right? There's a big one. How big is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 by 4. Is that